Good evening, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Hope you're all having a very good Friday. Just leave it a few minutes to let everybody join in and say 9 o'clock start. So I'll quickly run down how we're going to do things after last week's debacle. Most importantly, make sure you've got plenty of drink. Don't want to be drinking on my own. That's the whole point of this. Can somebody confirm you can hear me okay? Please. Cheers. Good evening, John. Glad you could join us. Hope you're keeping well. Hello, Kate. Last week's winner's back in. Although maybe a wee bit of cheating done there. Not sure. Yeah, get a good golden review later on, Adam. Don't worry about that. Good evening, Graham. Yeah, fellow rundown format at 9 and then hopefully start 9:01. Right, folks, that's 9 o'clock. So I'll quickly run down the format here. Uh, Last week was a bit of a nightmare, get everything sorted out, but basically there's 50 questions. If I do this quick, we'll be done in an hour. Fill an hour for everybody when you're busy. First round's general knowledge. Go for sport second. Pictures in at 3. Uh, Music and the last one's TV and movies. Sorry. uh, Basically, you're in charge of your own answers. We're marking. We're marking your own answers, like because at the end of the day, it's just a bit of fun. There's far too many people here for me to keep a track of it, which was my plan. I know it's a bit antiquated, pen and paper, but I think that's the best way to do it. So if everybody's ready, we'll start now. As I say, general knowledge to start. Everybody ready? Yeah. Right. Question 1. In 2019, which app was most downloaded? That's in 2019, which app was the most downloaded? And that is on the Apple charts. 30 seconds per question, everyone. And at the end of each round, I'll run down the answers. Question 1. Which app was the most downloaded in 2019? Question 2. In the drinks world, what does the abbreviation IPA stand for? In the drinks world, what does the abbreviation IPA stand for? Gullion is not an acceptable answer. Question 3. What is the largest bone in the human body? Question 3. What is the largest bone in the human body? Question 3. What is the largest bone in the human body? Question 4. What is the first element on the periodic table? Question 4. What is the first element on the periodic table? People can put the answers in the comments if they want, Phil. But everybody has to give me their total at the end of each round. Question 5. What is the largest hotel in Las Vegas? Question 5. What is the largest hotel in Las Vegas? What's a regent question? Everybody done chemistry in school, Doc. Question 6. Which Democrat candidate suspended their presidential election campaign this week? It's question 6. Which Democrat candidate suspended their US presidential election campaign this week? Maybe should have had one beer less. For fuck's sake, Phil Graham's only in, like he's trying to dictate the rules. Question 7. Why was Drew McIntyre in the news this week? Question 7. Why was Drew McIntyre in the news this week? Question 8. What is the longest bridge in the United Kingdom? Question 8. Which is the longest bridge in the United Kingdom? That's one for the engineers out there. Yes, that is part of the question, Susie. Why was Drew McIntyre in the news this week? But question 8 was, what is the longest bridge in the United Kingdom? Question 9. How many capital cities does South Africa have? Question 9. How many capital cities does South Africa have? How many capital cities does South Africa have? And finally, question 10. Best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a, was written by which author? That's question 10. The best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a, was written by which author? It's not egghead stuff. Flip me. Question 10 was a stretch. Like, literature is not my strong point. So if everybody's ready, we will run down the answers. Anybody want the question read out again? 20 seconds. Question 6 was, which Democrat candidate suspended their US presidential election campaign this week? Which Democrat candidate suspended their US presidential campaign this week? Right, so the answers then, question 1, which was the most downloaded app in 2019, that was WhatsApp. Question 2, In drinks, the abbreviation IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale. We all know it better as Gullion. Question 3, what is the largest bone in the human body? It is the femur. Question 4, what is the first element of the periodic table? It's hydrogen. Question 5, the largest hotel or casino in Las Vegas is the MGM Grand. 6,862 rooms or 171,000 square foot. Question 6, the Democrat candidate was Bernie Sanders. Question 7, Drew McIntyre was in the news as he was the first British World Wrestling Champion in the WWE or WWF, whatever you want to call it. Question 8, the longest bridge in the United Kingdom is the Humber Bridge. And I'm absolutely gobsmacked Stephen Angus got that right. Question 9, how many capital cities does South Africa have? It's 3, Bloemfontein, Cape Town, and Pretoria. And question 10, the author of The Subtle Art is indeed Mark Manson. Why, what did I say, Phil? It is Indian Pale Ale? I must have said something different. Question 2, the answer is Indian Pale Ale, sorry. Question 10, it says struggling for the answer, but like everybody else, I'm going to be a trend follower and read this book at some point, so I have nothing to do for 6 weeks. I know why you went across it as well, Bumper. I can't repeat the answer to question 1. I'll do that. The most downloaded app in 2019 was WhatsApp. So, if you want, read me out your scores for that round, please. If you want to be considered for the prize. You can take this moment to go and top up your drinks. I'm sure this isn't very entertaining viewing. Coruscant with 3. Very disappointing. We all know who got bit by a dog this week. I think that's right. I think what Scott Watson says there is right. If everybody just keeps top of their own scores, because this is going to take too long. Something else we've learned this week. Round 2 then. We will go for round 2, and that is sport. If everybody's ready, then question 1. Just to remind everybody then, everybody keep your own scores because there's too many people playing. So, question 1, round 2. Which country is the only country to have competed in every modern Olympic Games? Which country is the only country to have competed in every modern Olympic Games? Question two. How many players can take the ice in an ice hockey game at any one time? Question two. How many players can take the ice in an ice hockey game at any one time? That's a maximum amount of players. Question three. Who won the 2019 Tour de France? Question three. Who won the 2019 Tour de France? The ice hockey one is the maximum number of players on the ice in any game. Question three again was who won the 2019 Tour de France? Question four. Which club has conceded the most Premier League goals since it began? Question four. Which club has conceded the most Premier League goals since it began? That's in the whole history of the Premier League, not the most in an individual season. Question five. Who is the all-time top try scorer in Six Nations rugby? Question five. Who is the all-time top try scorer in Six Nations rugby? Don't think Gary Smith's ever scored a try, to be honest. Question six. In which sport would you find a bagel or a double bagel occurring? Question six. In which sport would you find a bagel or a double bagel occurring? Question seven. For which constructor did Lewis Hamilton make his Formula One debut? Question seven. For which constructor did Lewis Hamilton make his Formula One debut? Question eight. Who's the only Irish boxer to have won a WBC belt? Question eight. Who's the only Irish boxer to have won a WBC belt? A constructor is one of the teams. Yeah, I'll run down them quickly at the end. Question nine. Who is the only Englishman to have won the European Footballer of the Year in back-to-back years? Question nine. Who is the only Englishman to have won the European Football of the Year in back-to-back years? Or the Ballon d'Or is now known. And the last one then, question 10. Which now retired darts player's nickname was the tripod? Question 9. Which darts player's nickname was the tripod? I'll run down 1 to 5 then for Kate. Question 1 was, which is the only country to have competed in every edition of the modern Olympic Games? Question 2, how many players can take the ice in an ice hockey game? The maximum number of players. Question 3, who won the 2019 Tour de France? Question 4, which club has conceded the most Premier League goals since it began? That's total, not individual season. Question 5, who is the all-time top try scorer in Six Nations Rugby? And question 9 again from Andy Pittman, who's the only Englishman to have won the European Football of the Year in back-to-back years? Who's the only Englishman to have won the European Football of the Year in back-to-back years? So we will run down the answers then. Question 1. The only country to have competed in every edition of the modern Olympic Games is Great Britain. We'll also accept United Kingdom because they allow Northern Ireland to piggyback onto it. Question 2. The maximum number of players that can take the ice in an ice hockey game is 12. 6 in each team is the maximum. Question 3. Who won the 2019 Tour de France? It was Egan Bernal. Won his first Tour de France. Question 4. Which club has conceded the most Premier League goals since it began? Credit to Graham Bailey getting that right. It was Everton. And for Stevie Miller's benefit, they've conceded 1,357 goals. Who's the all-time top try scorer in Six Nations Rugby? It's Brian O'Driscoll. I think he scored 28 in total. Question 6. A bagel or double bagel would occur in tennis. That's 6-0 or in a ladies' match if they win 6-0, 6-0, or a men's tour match. The constructor Lewis Hamilton made his debut with was McLaren. The only Irish boxer to have won a WCBC belt, which I had to check there because so many people answered McGuigan. It was Wayne McCulloch. Question 9. The only Englishman to have won back-to-back European Footballer of the Year was Kevin Keegan. Again, Graham Bailey got that one. And question 10. The darts player nicknamed the Tripod was Dutchman Roland Schulten. Roland the Tripod Schulten. Never found out why I got that nickname, but I'm sure you can all guess. Right, if everybody is ready then, I'd say keep your scores together. Maybe get them off everybody at the end of round 4. And then everybody know where they're standing going into the last round. So round 3 then is going to be the picture round. The first one will be a bit of a trial here. We tried this last week and it didn't work too well. But we'll try it again anyway and see how we go. Looking at these scores, I think I've made this too hard this week. Right, so the picture round. This is the first one. Question 1 in the picture round then. Right, hold on 2 seconds. Yeah, it's not great. So that's the first picture of the picture round. Number 2. Number 3. Four. I forgot to add this was 12 pictures this round. Pictures are easy, Phil. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9. This one, I want the fella who's in midair. 10. I want the actor's name, not the character's name. The next two are two of my favorite pictures of all time. 11. Though for those in doubt, it's a big fella in the front I'm interested in. For number 11. And finally, number 12. This is the uh, greatest picture of all time for a famous person. Okay, I'll run through them again quickly. Number 1 then. Number 1 is a legend in the music scene. It's a young version of Billy Ray Cyrus of Iggy Briggy Heart fame. Don't know if many people got that. Question 2 or picture 2. I thought was quite easy, but people don't seem to think so. German tennis legend Steffi Graf. Picture 3, most recent. Don't know if you all get that. Well, but I think people give it away in the comments. That is a very bedraggled looking Liam Gallagher. Question 4. Sure, Big Mac, I got this one. It's Martin Scorsese. Number 5, easy one that, Taylor Swift. Number 6 was a younger version of Conor McGregor. Don't know if he was a prick then, but I know he is now. Number 7, star of Bridesmaids and also My Dreams, Melissa McCarthy. Number 8 was probably a more difficult one, but that is Olympic gold medalist Sam Quick, hockey player. Number 9, what horse was it? Pitman. The jockey in the mid-air with his trademark celebrations, Frankie Dettori. If I had to guess, I would say the horse is Stradivarius. Number 10, of Iron Man fame, I believe. Jeff Bridges. Number 11, everybody should get this one. Big man gets sunk, think of Pay Traitly. It is Andre the Giant. And number 12, the greatest sporting picture of all time. It is Nobby Solano on his trumpet. Legend. Right, everyone, we'll take a minute there. Get your current scores tallied, and then we will come back with a Gullion review for those who are interested. Give us 2 minutes. Hello? 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 What? Right, okay. It's running on the bad delay. Alright. Alright, bye. Okay, bye. So now for what majority of people have came for, the Gullion review uh, by the Salt Brewery called Jute. No name apart from Jute, Juicy Hazy. Doesn't sound too good. 4.2%, very basic. Uh, Standard IPA. Nothing really to write home about. Should have really picked a better one with so many people watching. Poured like a true ex-barman. A nice, really, really nice haze to it. Here goes. Oh, I tell you, that's not good at all. Oh, it's good. Tastes like a mixture of gravel and dirt. Not good at all. Not good at all. As always, absolute Gullion. But anyway, on with quiz. If everybody's ready. Taste just keeps coming back. Right, so round four, sorry, is the music quiz. And excuse me, that taste is just not going away. Right, so for music, done it slightly different this week. I'm going to read out lyrics of well-known songs. 2 points for each question. One for the title of the song, one for the band or singer, or well, can't be a DJ. You know they don't sing. So here goes. Yeah, no, not definitely not worse than York. York was in a league of its own. Right. So question one on the music. Uh, living easy, living free, season ticket on a one-way ride. Living easy, living free, season ticket on a one-way ride. Oh dear, that beer's not good. Like question two. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. It's question two. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. I will not accept any request to sing this week. Question 3. No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. Question 3. No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. Yeah, Graham, they're all well known songs. Question 4. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Question 5. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street. Question 5. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street. Question 6. Ladies, you're damn right. You can't read a man's mind. We're living in two tribes and headed for war. Number 6. Ladies, you're damn right. You can't read a man's mind. We're living in two tribes and headed for war. Oh, Tom McGreevy. Good to see you, Ian. Question 7. Smoke some fags and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Question 7. Smoke some fags and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Question 8. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. Question 8. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. Hey, there's only one thing for this beer. It's terrible. Oh dear. Oh. Question 9. Anyone could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. Question 9. Anyone could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. Question 10. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Question 10. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. I'm going to start writing down some of these lines. They might go down well on Tinder. Number 8 was I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. Two, with the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. And 10, we're all sensitive people with so much to give. Right, so I will I couldn't use that song, Graham, because we all know there's a man in here would get it like that. 6 and 7 song. Six is ladies, you're damn right. You can't read a man's mind, and so on. Seven is smoke some fags and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Right, I'm going down them all here now. I've read them out loads of times. Question one was living easy, living free, season ticket on a one-way ride. So again, it's a point for the song title and a point for the band or performing artist. So that was Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Number two was With the Lights Out, It's Less Dangerous. Here We Are Now, Entertain Us. And that Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Number three, No New Year's Day to Celebrate, No Chocolate Covered Candy Hearts to Give Away. That is I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder. Number four, When I Find Myself in Times of Trouble, Mother Mary Comes to Me. I think everybody should have got that one. It's Let It Be by the Beatles. Question five, When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, it's Angels by Robbie Williams, which again seems pretty simple. Number six was put in for the benefit of Robert Courtney, but I don't think he's joined us tonight, which I'm a bit upset about. It's his favourite song of all time. Ladies, you're damn right. You can't read a man's mind, and so on and so on and so on. It is Love Machine by Girls Aloud. Question seven. Smoke some fags and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. That is Common People by Pulp. Question eight. My sister's probably the only song I'm not the best at in the house. Is I Need a Man Who'll Take a Chance on a Love That Burns Hot Enough to Last, and it's I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney. Every other song I'm better at her singing that, to be honest. Number nine, Anyone Could Be That Guy, 90s Young Music's High, it's Dancing Queen by ABBA. And number 10, We're All Sensitive People with So Much to Give. That is Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. If you just give me 2 seconds. Aha, apologies for that. All I was saying was, if you could all just put in your 4 round totals. If you're not logged into WhatsApp or not WhatsApp, sorry, YouTube, and you're watching it, you can send me a message of what your total is. And then the last round is TV and movies, which has 12 points in it as well. 36? I thought you said this was hard. Nicholas Sanford, new front runner, 38. So he must have the parents playing as well. I'm not lying to you, that IPA was horrendous. Right, so going down there, we've got Nicholas Sanford, 38. Uh, Ali Caldwell, 36. Kate Bickerstaff, 32. Scott McElroy, 33. They seem to be the ones in contention. Ryan Duggan, 31. Still there. Janet Greenwood, 30. So still plenty in the mix here. Say 12 marks in the last, 12 questions, sorry. 10 questions, 12 points in the last round, which is TV and movies. So, question one for round five. In Piggy Blinders, who played the role of Grace Burgess? That's question one. In Piggy Blinders, who played the role of Grace Burgess? There's no point getting a shout out to Ricky Martin, Phil. He's too busy living La Vida Loca. Question two. Tony Stark is the alter ego of which Marvel superhero? Question two. Tony Stark is the alter ego of which Marvel superhero? I actually made a mistake. This round is 13 points to it. So, question three. Which comedians are currently the main characters in the series The Trip to Greece? It's question three. Which comedians are the main characters in The Trip to Greece? Two legends of the comedic circuit. Well, TV comedians more nowadays. Question four. Uh, the record number of Oscars for an individual movie is 11, which is held by three. Name the three movies which hold the record of 11. It's a point for each. So that's name the three movies which hold the record of 11 Oscar wins. Question five. Which actor plays the role of Marty Bird in Ozark? Question five. Which actor plays the role of Marty Bird in Ozark? Question six. Who currently is the landlady of the Rover's Return? Question six. Who is currently the landlady of the Rover's Return? It may be a partnership, it may not be, but I just want the name of the landlady. Question eight. Sorry, skip one. Question seven. Last month, which TV comedian officially changed their name to Hugo Boss? Question seven. Last month, which TV comedian officially changed their name to Hugo Boss? Question 8. Which US sitcom aired its last episode this week after 11 seasons? Question 8. Which US sitcom aired its last episode this week after 11 seasons? Question 9. Which actress played the title role in the 2018 remake of Mary Poppins? Question 9. Which actress played the title role of the 2018 remake of Mary Poppins? Barry Norman. And the last question, which appears most of you will be glad to hear. In which movie did David Bowie appear as Jareth the Goblin King? Question 10. In which movie did David Bowie appear as Jareth the Goblin King? If anybody wants any questions read out again, go now or forever hold your peace. Right, so the answer's then for the final round. Sorry, Phil wants number 6. Who is currently the landlady of the Rover's Return? Question 6. Who is currently the landlady of the Rover's Return? Right, let's go down these final round questions then. Question 1, easy enough. In Piggy Blinders, who played the role of Grace Burgess? It is Annabelle Wallace. Question 2, Tony Stark is the alter ego of which Marvel superhero? It's Iron Man. Question 3, this is 2 points, one for each. Which comedians are the main characters in the current TV series Trip to Greece? Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon. Question 4, the record for most Oscar wins is 11, and that was won by Ben-Hur, Titanic, and the first Lord of the Rings. I can't remember the whatever it was called. Like, yes, Kate Parkley. Good to see you in. Question 5, which actor portrays Marty Bird in Ozark? It was Jason Bateman, or still is Jason Bateman. No spoilers, please. Question 6, who's currently the landlady of the Rover's Return? It is Jenny Connor, or Bradley was her maiden name. Question 7, last month, which TV comedian changed his name to Hugo Boss? It was Joe Lycett. Something to do with Hugo Boss suing small shops. I don't know. Question 8, which US sitcom aired its last episode this week after 11 seasons? It was Modern Family. Question 9, which actress played the title role in the 2018 remake of Mary Poppins? Bumper gave that one away. It was Emily Blunt. And question 10, in which movie did David Bowie appear as Jareth the Goblin King? It was Labyrinth. Put that one in there for the oldies, like Susie. So if you all want to fire in what you've got total there, we'll see who the winner is for their prize. Who's better to say what that is? Look, I'll take the feedback there from everybody as well. Most of you seem to think it was too hard, but I thought last week was too easy. We'll find a happy medium somewhere, but I would rather that the the pubs are open next week, and we don't need to do this. Yeah, 1 mark for each in the Oscar question. So if anybody's put their scores in there, it needs to change. So like it's out of 55. I don't think these scores are too bad. Like, so what's going on here then, Nicola? What? So you're like clubbing together and then playing it as a team? That's unbelievable. So if they've got 46, then it's going to the next score beneath that. It's cheating in my book. Absolutely disgusted. Sixteens for Simon Wilson. A lot of them questions are in your ear as well. So in the messages there, Ram 1 has 30. 18 for the whole family down there. The Smiths 34. Scott McElroy 42. That's a smashing effort. He must be uh, house partying with the whole family. Carson 40. Solid effort. Kate 40 again. Solid effort. I just did. Look at 18. Music around Resurrected You. There wasn't even the Stone Roses question. Right. So as I can't go out or buy anything, I've really dug into the house here to get the prizes. Uh, although I think the winner is Ali Caldwell with 43. Uh, there's no point in giving them the prize because they can't come and pick it up off my doorstep. I live too far away. So the prize will then go to the cheaters of Ballywhiskin and other parts of Malay. So I really did dig deep. So I've got just two kitchen rolls. So you'll maybe need them after a full session tonight. But also, this is the real jewel in the crown. A wee tub of Japanese matcha green tea. I'll tell you, I'll pick you up in the morning, all right. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Uh, I will take all feedback if for next week if we need to do this again. I do enjoy it. But as we've got to nearly 10 o'clock now, Phil Graham wants to go and watch his mate who sings in the rabbit rooms. What do you think? What do you call them? 5 ants or something? I think we'll just call that a day. Yeah, well, Bumper makes a good point there. If there's any house party names there, fire them in. If anybody's having a bit of a beer to enjoy themselves, maybe go online and talk some rubbish. The toilet, no. One thing I need is a toilet. Yeah, Andrea will. Trying to get a happy medium there between too easy and too hard. That was 50 questions. It's just under an hour. So I will try and source some better gullion for a review next week as well. So there I will call it a night. But thank everyone for playing again. Hopefully see us all next week. Good night.